Hi, everybody. My name is Belinda, and this is Belinda's Book Nook. And for all of y'all that are new here, and I wanted to talk to you guys today about a challenge I decided to create for myself. Um, some of the things that I was thinking about when I was reviewing what I read last year from my last year's book journal. I was trying to look at how, what kind of books I were reading and things like that. And it was a combination of thinking about that, and then I think one of the prompts that we had for Read Soul Lit in February for the photo challenge on Instagram got me thinking about how many male authors, and in particular Black male authors, that I've read. And I think that I've discovered that I naturally gravitate to female writers, and it's not anything purposely, but I say in the past, I know that I've read a lot more male, because it depends upon the genre that you're going into. Sometimes some of the things that are interesting me, it just seems like I've done that. So I wanted to kind of create a little more balance in the male-female department in my reading. And so I've come up with a list of books that I own, that I want to read, that are by Black males. It's a lofty goal, because I read slow and there's other things that are going to go on throughout the year. But I want to make them visible to myself so that I will incorporate some of them. And I mean, I obviously read all of them, but these are some of the ones that I own. And I do own some. So it's not that I don't own, it's just that I just haven't pulled them from the shelf. But I do notice that when I am ordering books, most of the things that I pre-ordered, with the exception of a couple, were female authors. So let me get started and just tell you some of the books that I'm thinking about, and maybe you can let me know if you've read any of them. Okay. So I have read James Baldwin, but this one I'd like to read, and this one is Giovanni's Room by James Baldwin. So I'll refrain, because I think almost all of these I mentioned at some point or other, so I won't spend time talking really about the books. You can always look them up. Just so I won't make this lengthy. I don't want to make videos too long, because I don't think people are going to watch that. So this is one, and people probably have read, a lot of people have read them already, his books, but this is one I want to get to this year, hopefully. I had a goal last year, and I failed epically. With August Wilson, I wanted to read all of his plays in order. And so I have The Piano Lesson would be the next one that I'm going to read. I don't know. I don't know why. It was the first one that I read was so good. And they're very short. So I don't know why I can't just do it. So he's on the list. This other one came through, and for all of you all that don't know, I'm sorry, this is a play. Okay. This one, and maybe what I could do, let's see. What I will do on my blog, and I will leave a link. I'm going to leave a link on there. I'm going to leave a link on my blog, otherwise known as a blink, that will have a post that will talk about the authors. I'll talk about the books that I want to read in this list, but I think I'm going to focus on the authors, and just to be a little blurb. So if you want to see who the authors look like, or just want to look on my blog, you can click on there and look at that. I think that I'll do that so that you can get a little bit of understanding, a little background, and I'll think about if I want to put maybe a list of some of their other books. I don't know. I haven't written it yet. I'm saying that now, but I will write this when I finish this. But this next book I saw in Shame on Me. I think this was in Shame on Me, right? Was it on Shame on Me? I read earlier this year with Read Soul Lit. The author was referring to a bunch of different authors. And I always, when they do that, I flag them and I go and I look up either the books, if they said, or just the authors. And I think this was one of the books, not that she mentioned, but this is one of the books by an author that she mentioned. And this is Austin Clarke, and the title is Growing Up Stupid Under the Union Jack, and it's a memoir. And the cover's fabulous. And it's so cute. It's really old, this one here. I think this edition is old. I could be wrong. But this author is born in Barbados. Well, okay, it's not really old. I mean, it depends on how old you are, but it's from 1980. In the first edition, Canada was 1998, right? Yeah, so I do want to read this one. I think it's going to be very interesting. And again, I'll put descriptions of the books and about the authors on my and links on my blog. And then the next one is Richard Wright. Now, I read Native Son, but I've never read this one. It's an unpublished novel by him, and it's called The Man Who Lived Underground. And I really enjoyed reading his other book, and so I'm, really, I'm excited to see what this is all about. I'm not sure how they came about this as well. So, yeah, because Richard Wright was from 1908 and he died in 1960. Anyway, so this is one that I want to get to. I have a lot of classic books, actually, if I'm looking at this list right now. And the first half of a lot of classic books, and then the rest ones are new. The next one is W. Du Bois, and that's the Souls of Black Folks with the Talented Tenth and the Souls of White Folk. And an introduction is by Ibram X. Kendi. I have another version of this one. I found it the other day. But I was so taken by this cover that I had to get this edition, the Penguin edition. It's stunning. So there's that. I've never read anything by W. Du Bois, so that would be interesting to get myself involved with his books. The next one I told you guys about last year. I was trying to do it with my back to school TBR. Didn't get to do it. And I keep putting this one off. I don't know why. It's Kirstie Lemon's Long Division. And yeah, I even have the sticker on here from when I was going to use this one for math, because it was, I put Long Division in the title. I do want to get to his writing. I know that people really like the stuff that he's put out, and I don't know why it takes so long. So there's that. This one has been around a while too, and there's 2 more books, I think. And it's Blacktop Wasteland by C.A. Cosby. Right? Yeah, or maybe there's just 2. This one and Razorblade Tears. So there's this one here. And it's kind of like a thriller, I believe. This one I showed you. I got this when I went to the book festival, and this is Tochi Onyebuchi's Goliath. This is a science fiction / fantasy, which I definitely want to get to this one too this year. And then this one, come on, why am I taking so long to read this book? And this is The Good Lord Bird by James McBride. I don't know why I haven't gotten to this book, but I need to rectify that. So this year is the year I would like to make that happen. So those are the ones that I have here. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Oh, I need one more. So I will come up with one more that I have, so I can have an even 10 authors that I would like, Black male authors that I'd like to read this year. And so here they are. You can see the sides of them. I really like to pay attention to. It was really fun, like kind of digging in and looking at what I read and why I read it, and who I read. So I'm really excited to see where these authors take me in their novels. Let me know if you've read any of these, if you recommend any of these, which ones you think I should put to the top of the pile. And if there's something new in there that you like, let me know that too. I will talk to you guys soon. And I'm going to put this in my book journal so I can track it. I'll keep you guys posted. And at the end of the year, we'll see how I did. All right. Talk to you later. Bye.